Hi, I'm Herrick from H.A.M. Landscaping, and today we're going to talk about permeable pavers. What are permeable pavers and why would you want to use them? What I want to show you is a normal asphalt driveway here, and across the street we have a cement driveway. Both of those driveways are solid, and they won't let rainwater permeate through. The rainwater, when it rains, washes off these driveways and into the city street. That's called rainwater runoff, and it gets into the city storm sewers, the lakes, rivers, and tributaries, and brings pollution from oil, salt, fertilizers, pesticides, anything that could drip off your car or be on the pavement is going to roll into the street and go through the city storm sewers. Also, if we look this way, at this particular location, about 500 feet away is Doan Brook. That's a tributary that will feed into Lake Erie. So everything that runs off of this driveway ends up going into Lake Erie. The goal here is to be environmentally friendly. The permeable pavers, as you see here, have spacers on them. There's a space here, and a spacer here. When we put these together, they create a space in between them, so when it does rain or you wash your car, the rainwater is going to go through each brick and into the surface below this brick. I'm going to show you this driveway as we dig out this driveway, and the material that we backfill it with, and then how the pavers are laid. And then we'll show you a driveway that's also completed, that's down the street from here. Okay, the process that we are using here, the first thing we have to do is dig out, remove the driveway, dig out a subbase. On this particular location, we're in a city called Cleveland Heights, and in Cleveland Heights, in Cuyahoga County, there is a tax credit for permeable driveways, and their specifications are that once you dig out that driveway, you have to have at least 1 foot of backfill for the water to be captured. So we're taking out about 17 inches, Mike? 16 inches of backfill, and we're putting in, after we do that, we're putting in 10 inches of this round gravel. It's a number 34 wash stone. On top of that, we're putting 2 inches of a number 8 limestone. That's a chip stone. One's a round stone that will be able to hold more water, and then the chip stone on top of that, the number 8, is an angular stone that will pack nice and solid. We'll put a piece of fabric in here. We'll put 10 inches of the number 34 wash gravel and 2 inches of the chip stone. We're going to lay all that nice and flat, screed it nice and even with a screed bar, and then we'll start laying our pavers on top. And I'll show you how our pavers lay. Once we have our chip gravel here, we can start laying our pavers. We've already done a section of this house and the backyard by the garages. You can see that the pavers are laid with about somewhere between 1/4 and 3/8 inch space between them. In between these spaces, we're actually going to put a finer gravel in there that's about 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch. That'll keep the pavers from moving around any. Cool advantages of doing a permeable driveway. Right now we are working in the rain. It's been raining for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And you can see the guys are still working. They're digging out this driveway. And we'll be getting ready to put some stone in. Another kind of cool advantage is the minute we finish doing this driveway, you'll be able to drive on it. If this was a concrete driveway or an asphalt driveway, you'd have to wait for the concrete to cure or the asphalt to harden up before you can start using it. The backyard now, and we've pretty much completed the back pad. It's somewhere in 37 foot by 30 foot range. That's in the 1,200, 1,500 square foot range. There's a cubic foot of space underneath all this stone. It's been raining for almost 2 hours. The water's percolating through the stone through the patio surface area into the stone underneath, and holding, I would say, at least 1,000 cubic feet of water underneath here. That's the whole idea of permeable pavers. It's feeding the nice silver maple here, and there's a couple other silver maples and a very cool looking sycamore down at the end of the driveway. So that's what we're doing here, and it looks pretty good for a day that's been raining all day. So this is a permeable driveway that we put in about 3 or 4 months ago in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. I'm showing you right now that I'm just running water from the spigot. It's just running on the driveway and going into the subsurface, into the gravel, and then it'll slowly percolate through the subsoil into the existing vegetation. And this is what a permeable driveway looks like in the pouring rain. As you can see, there's no puddles. It's probably been raining here for about 2.5 hours. If I pan the camera around, you'll see that there's puddles in the street. There's a catch basin over there where stormwater runoff would go to. And you would also see where debris would run into the sewer system. But you won't have any of that with the permeable driveway. I'll show you a little bit in the backyard too. This is the backyard. Still raining. We probably had a little over 1/2 inch in the last 2 hours.